When you factor an equation to solve it, and the number in front of that squared term is not 1, sometimes we can't use little tricks that we may have learned for the other way. It gets a little bit more complicated. For example, in number 13, which we solved earlier, we have just k squared. There's a 1 in front of that k squared because 1 times k squared is just k squared. So that 1 isn't even necessary. And because there's only one way to get k squared, you just have k times k, you really only have to worry about 24 and 11 when coming up with the numbers to put inside of your parentheses. Here, we're going to have to worry about a little bit more because the 6 plays a much bigger role than 1 would. So the method that I like to use is called the X method. Some people call it the double cross, just depending on who you took Algebra 1 from. So underneath the squared term, I'm going to write 2 factors of 6b squared. To keep it nice and easy, I'm going to do 6b times 1b. You could also do 3b times 2b. You don't need to write the 1 there, but I want to be very clear. This is 1 times 6, making 6. And then underneath the 4, I'm going to write 2 factors of 4. Factors are numbers that multiply to give me the other number. So numbers that multiply to give me 4, 2, and 2. Now, look at the sign in front of the 4. It's a positive 4. That means that 2 times 2, it could be positive 2 times positive 2 to get me 4, or it could be negative 2 times negative 2 to get me 4. And we'll talk about the signs after. So in order to test to see if these numbers, this combination of numbers is actually going to give me the middle term, the 25b, I need to multiply diagonally based on how I've set it up. 6b times 2 is 12b. Over here, I'm just going to write kind of like my scratch paper area to test to see if I get the middle term. 1b times 2 is 2b. Now, these both have to be positive or they both have to be negative. If they're both positive, I get 14b. That's not going to give me a positive 25. And now that I see that the 25 is positive, I know that whatever numbers these are have to be positive to get me a positive 25. So that's not going to work. Maybe there are other factors of 4 that I could try. For example, 4 times 1. Again, I'm going to test it by multiplying across the diagonals. 6b times 1, 6b. 1b times 4, 4b. Can I get 25 with 4 and 6? No, that's only going to get me 10. So it does matter what the order of these factors are in. Okay? Because the number that I put first, the 4, was being multiplied by 1. But I need a much bigger number to get up to 25. So I'm going to put the 4 down here so that it's being multiplied by the 6, which means the 1 goes here. 6b times 4 is 24b. 1b times 1 is 1b. Can I get 25b from 1b and 24b? Yes, I can. Both of these have to be positive. That is a positive 25b, which is my middle term. Yay! Okay, so how does this actually work with factoring? Well, we put this plus sign here, and this plus sign goes here, and we end up having our factors. 6b plus 1, 1b or b plus 4. And these still equals 0. Now we use the zero product property to solve. 6b plus 1 equals 0. b plus 4 equals 0. It's usually easy to figure this one out. Minus 4, we can do that one in our heads. But be careful when you see this one that you don't forget about the 6. That is very important as well. So this one's going to take 2 steps to solve. 6b is equal to negative 1. Divide both sides by 6. b is equal to negative 1 over 6. And I have both my answers, negative 1/6 and negative 4.